Ravi, this productivity survey caused a lot of consternation and confusion for many federal workers who are wondering if this is an effort to get rid of more than just the probationary employees who've been the target of recent layoffs. All this as the Trump administration is looking to sell off a number of government-owned buildings, including a couple right here in Chicago. Some people working in the Klosinski Federal Building were walking on eggshells this morning. One 40-year Treasury Department veteran who works here and did not want to go on camera called the current climate overwhelming and mentally distressing. Across Jackson Street in the Metcalf Building, which houses the Region 5 offices of the EPA, employees are being told that they should respond to the email over the weekend that asked federal workers to reply with approximately 5 bullet points of what they accomplished last week.
The work shows what we're doing, and our supervisors hold us accountable to that standard that's in our position description, and this email is disrespectful and unwarranted.
This IRS employee said there is a lot of confusion in her office about how to reply, but she was not troubled by the request.
I worked on the audit and I wrote up the final report, and that's a lot to spend 4 days on.
But she also believes that the federal government does need to cut out some bloat.
If we're going to tackle the inflation and the deficit, we've got to cut. And I'm sorry people are going to get hurt, but everybody's suffering from inflation. So I feel bad for the government employees, but they're a small group versus the whole country.
And part of the DOGE plan is to sell off hundreds of government-owned buildings. Congressman Mike Quigley says the Klosinski and Metcalf buildings are on the list.
The problem with this is you need a place where people work. The people who make sure we have clean air and water need a place to work. So there is a right sizing, but this isn't the way to do it. This is a sledgehammer when we really need a scalpel.
The work efficiency email causing morale in many offices to tank.
I think the undermining goal is, one, to demoralize us, to make us feel in a defensive position as if we're saying, we didn't do anything that serves the American people.
But now that email order has been rescinded by President Trump. Lorene Targo is telling me it's so frustrating because it seems to her that the lives of government workers and the essential mission that they serve at the EPA, for example, is just a game to the Trump administration. She says it shows a lot of contempt for the workers and the job that they do. A lot of people obviously going, what is going on, and probably relieved to know that this email thing has been rescinded.
That stress is incredible when it's your job.
Yep.
Very courageous for some of them to talk to us.
Indeed.
Talk to you.
Yep.
All right.
Watch breaking news on YouTube. Subscribe to ABC7 Chicago Eyewitness News.